Hello friends, World Poetry Day is around the corner. There's no better time to teach children how to write their own poems. It's on 21st March. Let them at least have one poem under their belt by then. Help your child to learn a new skill, and who knows, it might blossom into a hobby or even a career. Welcome to Happiness Mintra. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel if you're new here. I hope you enjoy this video. Watch till the end and do let me know if your little ones tried their hand at poetry. As I mentioned earlier, when young children are trying their hand at poetry for the first time, there are a few basic steps which can be taught to them, which can be explained, which makes the whole process easier and fun for them. So of course you need to choose a topic and a name for the poem. Often these can be same as well. So if you're writing a poem on your favorite animal, that is the topic, and the poem could be My Dog Fluffy or just a peacock, anything like that. Or it could be a common thing. Your topic could in itself be about yourself. So if the child wants to write on myself, then the poem can also be named Myself. Now the next important thing to explain is that there are three basic rhyme schemes which children can use. This basically means that we all know that usually poetry goes in a flow with rhyming words coming at the end of the lines. So the first and second line end words rhyme and the third and fourth line end words rhyme. This is the first concept. Then we can have AB, which means the first and third line will rhyme and the second and fourth lines would rhyme. Even easier, all four lines can rhyme together. So you can have four rhyming words coming at the end together and they can rhyme. I'll show you some example later on. I'll be presenting poems written by my younger one, who's 6 when he wrote the first poem. Short sentences and phrases are what make up the sentences for poems. In poems, we don't have very long and rambling sentences. We prefer short sentences or even phrases. So it does not necessarily have to have complete meaning in itself. Another thing the child needs to know is that grammatical accuracy is not needed for poems. Some combination of words can be shifted here and there just to make it more beautiful, more lyrical, I would say. Now, how to guide? Once the child has chosen a topic and he knows what kind of rhyme scheme to use, then we need to give them some questions or pointers to help guide them. What I usually do is I ask my son to write a word list related to the topic that he has chosen, and then we sit and sort out some rhyming words related to the words that he chooses. And then we try and frame them into short sentences. That's how we've done it. So I'll share his third poem with you, which is the one that he wrote as he turned 7. So it's Save Nature. Now the topic that he chose as well as the name of the poem is common, and he preferred the rhyme scheme to be AABB. So save trees and air, just make yourself care. So air and care are rhyming. What should be our goal? Let's save coal and petrol. So goal and petrol again rhyme. Grow more plants which are green to make earth more clean. Now here see, usually cleaner is the correct word as an adjective when we're using it's clean, cleaner, cleanest, but to make it rhyming he wrote more clean, which was completely okay with me. Protect every single tree so green is all we see. So again, we see green all around is how we would write a normal sentence. There should be greenery all around or something like that. So some combination has been shifted, it has been changed a little. He framed it as, I remember this particular sentence because we discussed before it was completed. He framed it as we see green everywhere but he wanted C to come in the end because tree and C was the rhyming combination that we had chosen. So then he manipulated the words a little bit and finally came up with this sentence structure, which is completely okay for a rhyme. This is the initial word list that he wrote once we chose the topic as Save Nature. So coal, petroleum, air, trees, forest, mineral, sun, moon, clean water. So these are some words that he had written. I'm sharing this just to explain what process goes into the creation of a poetry. And then some of the words were chosen. For example, in the actual poetry, the actual poem that he wrote, we had the word air we used trees. Oh yes, here I remember that protect all the trees. Yeah, we should protect trees are the simple sentences that were coming to our mind. But he was quite adamant that he wanted tree because it would rhyme with C and not trees and C. So we had to edit it out, and this is again something that he came up with. Protect every single tree. So some other words, clean, water. So I think we used clean and green as well. And air care we used, and we used coal and petrol. Or we edited it. Petroleum became petrol for coal and petrol. So some words are used, some may not be used. But once you have a word list, it gives you a starting point to at least start your poem. So that is how we go about it. I hope you understood the process of starting off with poetry. You can start with just 4 lines initially and then see how it goes. Choose a simpler topic and I'll just ask him to narrate it himself. He'll do it at the end of the video. Go ahead, hear it out, and definitely make sure that you try and write some simple small poems with your children and share the experience with me. World Poetry Day, as I mentioned, is around the corner. Let's at least try and write something nice and sweet. It would be a nice and fun activity for the child to do. Happy learning, happy teaching, and happy writing.
Hello everyone, my name is Nehal Verma and I am 7 years old. This is my second poem. The title of my poem is My Bunny. My bunny is white, a carrot it can bite. I like to play with it. My bunny I have never hit. It has long ears, it runs as fast as a deer. Its cage is very big, mud it likes to dig. Thank you.